Hello guys, so today I'm going to show you how we can add a PaloAlto firewall to a Panorama, our management server. I've already my window 10 ready with Firefox, but today I'm going to use Edge browser to access my Panorama and then make some change on my management server. Today I'm not going to explain in detail what a panorama is and what a Palo Alto firewall is. I'm just going to show you step by step how we can add a Palo Alto firewall into Panorama and how we can create a policy and push this policy to Palo Alto firewall. I've got I've got already my policy um, set up. I'll show you what I've got, and then I will share with you um, my knowledge how to create a template and device group on our management server. So let's start. This is my firewall, and this is my panorama. Um, in the image, as you can see, the PAVM is this one, and the panorama is this one. The connection between the two, they are both interface, the management interface and the interface 1.1. They are on the same VLAN. There is no router, no switches between the two. All right, and the same applies to this connection as well. So I'll show you guys what the IP address of the management here. So we go to Panorama, and this is my IP address, and this IP address talk to the firewall on this one, and the interface of the firewall is this interface 1.1. So they talk, they are both, as I said, they are both on the same VLAN. There's no router switches. Um, okay, so apart from that, I've got already a policy on my firewall. So what the policy says, it says if my firewall would like to talk to Panorama on this interface, allow this request to Panorama. Okay, so this is the policy. The policy is down here. Here's the policy. We say um, Panorama Palo Alto on the interface 772.6.11, and you can talk to my Panorama, which is 172.16.121. Okay, which is this one, 121. We can confirm that as well by going back to Palo Alto. We go to device and network, no, device, setup, setup, interface, sorry, network, interface. This is this is the IP address, and the management interface on my panorama is this one. Okay, so let's start. Um, what I was going to show you guys is actually um, on the device here. So if we go to operation, um, management server, so we can see that my firewall can talk, has a setting already set up to talk to Panorama 1.21. Okay, so we're going to Panorama. So to add the firewall, to add this firewall into Panorama, what we do is we go to Panorama, and then you go to um, summary, manage device, summary, add. Then we're gonna copy paste the serial of the firewall. Okay, serial number of the firewall, which is this one. We copy, copy paste this in this box. I click OK, and then we can commit to Panorama. Okay. So while waiting for the push to be successful, we go to Panorama, to PaloAlto Firewall, and then we allow. You need to make sure that you enable those settings. Okay. Enable device and network template and commit. So if you are running version PanoOS 10 Plus on Panorama, when you are adding um, this area, you can generate a key, and that key you have to copy paste this key into the firewall, and you will go somewhere here. You should have an option somewhere here where you can copy paste. You can paste the serial key that you generated from Panorama. All right. So let's see if the configuration has been successful. Okay. We are saving, and let's refresh. So it's connected, right? So we can confirm that by going back in the monitoring, and we can see what time is it? It's 16:13. 16:13. My firewall is 116.11 as I showed you guys, and the panorama is 121. You can see it here, 121, and my firewall can talk to Panorama management server on port 3978, and the application is correctly um, recognized. This is our rule, um, Panorama Sync 2. So I can show you the rule again. Um, Panorama Sync 2, which is all the way at the bottom. Panorama Sync 2, and the application is here. And this is the port. Usually you just need to use the Panorama. You don't need to use both TCP. Just for the sake of testing, I believe I added the service to be more restricted. But you don't really need to use both in production environment. It is recommended just to use the application is fine. Um, yeah, so how we have the connection is successful. So what we do now, we will the next step is we will import the configuration of the firewall into Panorama, and then we will re-import this configuration back to Panorama. So basically we import the configuration, the policy, all the configuration of firewall to Panorama. We save it, we save the configuration, and we import it back again, and then we commit um, the policy to firewall. So we import the policy and push back the policy to the firewall. All right. So it will make more sense when I show you guys. So if you can see here, of course, 16 policy, 16 rule. Okay. So I go to my Panorama. I go to setup, then operation. I will import the device configuration. Okay. The device configuration, which is my firewall, is called PAVM, and I will select post rule base. I will create, I will make another video really to explain why we are using post rule base and what we can add as a rule in pre-rule base. In pre-rule base, you can create some sort of blacklist rule which will be located on top of all your rule. Okay. So we click OK, and then save it. We wait. close. Okay, let's commit. Let's commit to Panorama just to make sure that it is saved correctly. We can close and we can monitor the queue is completed. All right, let's have a look. Um, go on Panorama. We can have a look what is, if there is a process running now. Okay, so back here it's done. So we imported the configuration to Panorama. What we do now, we re-import the configuration back to the firewall. Okay, you will see even the policy, the color will change. Okay, let's have a look now. Uh, export the device, export push device to the firewall. Yeah, exporting the configuration back to the firewall. Okay. Exporting this will overwrite any configuration on the firewall. Okay, so it will overwrite all these, and for this reason the output will be changed to yellow. You can see, you will see it in a minute. um, let's have a look. Successful. Let's, yeah, we can see it. So all the configuration has been overwritten. That is good. Connect, close. Let's look at the health. All good. Summary. You can see it's connected and it shows out of sync. Out of sync means that we have not yet pushed the policy to our firewall, right? So let's have a look. Let's push the policy to the firewall. I will commit first to Panorama. So there is nothing to commit to Panorama, so we just need to push it to the firewall. So push to device. And in production environment, guys, you need to be careful here. You don't want to push any configuration to a different firewall. So make sure that device group is selected. The firewall is selected, and the template is also selected for our firewall. Okay. And I don't know, guys, if you have noticed when we imported the configuration, the two um, box here has been created automatically. This is our device group and this is our template. So anything we create here, guys, we push back to the firewall. It will apply to that firewall. So what I mean by that, you can see, for instance, if you go here, device group, our firewall is part of this device group name, PAVM. This is our firewall. And on the device group, if you can see here, this is device group. And you go to the device group, any policy that you create here, policy or you create the object, will be applied to this device group. Okay. And this device, now our firewall is part of this device group name. So if we go, for instance, to device group, and we can, for instance, choose our device group name, okay, then you can make some change and push it to the firewall. Okay, the same concept apply to template. So if you create, for instance, a zone or add a new zone, you can create a device. All right, um, this will be applied to the firewall that is member of this template. So let's have a look. Let me just change my the policy, and I'll push it back to to my firewall. So I'll remove, um, well, can put 21, I'll add in 1 and then push this change to my firewall. Okay, commit and push. Okay, then we will see the change on our firewall. At the moment, if you go down here, you can see that my rule 15 is called sync 2. It should be changed to sync 21. So let's have a look. If it's being pushed, it's still in queue. um, let's go to Panorama and check the task, and it's still in queue. Once completed, we should be able to see um, the difference, the change that we have just made. Um, let's have a look at the firewall. It's 98%, so it should be changed now. By now, if I close that and then refresh, it's still not changed. So tag 99%. Now it's changed. All right, so that's it, guys. This is I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks a lot for watching this video. And yes, this is my first video on YouTube, so I appreciate if you like this video. Thanks a lot. Have a good day.